I usually plan out the route that we're gonna take. If you fly, you contact TSA Cares ahead of time. We haven't flown with her, but I do know that you can call TSA Cares and use them to help you get through security and whatnot. Um, we always drive, but like my daughter can't tolerate elevation, so we have to plan out the route very carefully. We know where the big hospitals are along the way in case there's trouble. I usually overstock supplies, so I have a week extra in case we're held up somewhere, in case we have a flat tire and we're stuck in a hotel for extra days, or even supplies malfunction. Sometimes you start to use a feeding bag and it springs a hole. So you need to make sure you have plenty of extra supplies. And I start months in advance with families coordinating if I need extra supplies. Do any of my mom friends have extra feeding bags that I can get off of them? Because usually with DME, sometimes they send you stuff you don't need or they send you too much. So you end up with an oversupply a lot of times, and then you can just redistribute it to other families. Or do I need to reach out to an organization and get more feeding tube extensions or whatever? So I'm constantly, when we are planning a trip, figuring out what supplies I need, how many, where I'm going to get them so that I have them in plenty of time. And then I usually get giant gallon size, or even larger, um, Ziploc bags, and I'll put what I need for 24 hours in that bag. And then I have a bag for each day of the trip. So I don't have like a massive amount of floating supplies. Yeah, because you always, no matter what, you're going to have a bag with supplies, right? You're going to have diapers, you're going to have extra clothes, all the things that you would normally have for a kiddo, right? But now you've got to add all the medical stuff into it. So how do you organize the medical stuff? How do you make sure that when you're restocking the diaper bag and you're not just putting diapers in it, what else are you putting in it? And you don't want to miss anything. So the best time to not miss anything is to pack that supply bag before you even go on the trip. So you're not like, oh, I forgot to put a feeding bag in here. Now we're at Disneyland and what am I going to do? So when we pack to go on a trip, I pack all my daughter's stuff first. Then I go pack the rest of the family because her stuff, she has more stuff than all of us combined. And it's so chaotic and there's so much stuff that you have to remember. And if you get on the road and you're 500 miles from home and you realize you've forgotten her drugs or her feeding bags, like what are you going to do? So that's why I pack it all in those bags for every day so I can quickly see we're going to be gone for 14 days. I should have 14 Ziploc bags full of medical supplies. I should have all of it and plus a couple extra, right? So I know that I have all her supplies ahead of time. I know that I have all her meds drawn. I have everything. So when I'm rushing to get out of the house, I don't even have to worry about it. It's all there.